if you could give us a little bit of backstory in terms of the history of the Pembroke Kilkenny and what kind of makes it unique.
The Pembroke Hotel has been in existence for 15 years. We've 73 bedrooms, and where we're sitting now is a new floor which we've just added, which is 11 suites that have uniquely elevated views all over Kilkenny City. So it's a great opportunity for us to get these opened. It's been 2 years in the making, 2 years of having a hotel in a live building site. So our customers have been great, and our staff members have been great. So the product now is super. With the hotel as well, we have a bar, restaurant and a medi-spa. So there's a lot on offer, and we're in such an ideal location, right beside Kilkenny Castle, Kilkenny Design, Butler House and Gardens. And from the front of the building, you think it's just this little small place. But when you come in, it just opens up into this amazing cocktail bar. Recently, we won Leinster's Best Contemporary Restaurant, and we're voted number 1 in TripAdvisor in Kilkenny, and we have been for the last 15 years. So there's a lot going on in such a little small space here. So we're very proud of the team and our location here.
Yeah, well, actually, talking of location, because I walked around Kilkenny City earlier today, and like it feels almost, when you're in the hotel itself, that you're not in the city because it's quiet.
Yeah.
We stayed last night. The room was very, very quiet. Got a great sleep, and but yet you're only 100 metres from High Street, which is the as they say, Australia, law in action. So you're in the middle of the action of Kilkenny, and Kilkenny is a wonderful city. Like, it's just brilliant for bars, for clubs, for restaurants. Beautiful walk, the castle, but you're right beside it all. But yet you've got that tranquility that's very unique in a city centre hotel.
It's ideal. Yeah. It's ideal, and we find, like, even across the road from the hotel is the bus stop. So a lot of our customers now from Dublin, big market for us, they just get the bus down. Don't even bother driving. You can walk to the hotel in 1 minute. So that's a big plus for us. And then being surrounded by Butler Gardens is 30 seconds walk. The castle is a minute. It's such a special place. So we have a big duty here to do something special with this site right in the centre of Kilkenny.
We arrived last night, dealing with all your staff, the food, the ambience in the place. There's a great friendliness, a great welcome across the board for everybody. And again, dealing with you yourself and your team here in terms of going through the 11 suites, like, it's a very welcoming place. So that's obviously something that you develop as part of the the ethos of the hotel.
Yeah, no, we work hard on that, and we have for the last number of years. But apart from all of the work we do on the customer journeys and really sweating the detail on each single point that the customer interacts with, we just hire really good people who want to be part of this, who want to look after the customers, and it just happens organically. Like, we don't put too much effort into it. We just have the right people in the right place doing the right thing for the customers. It's a simple formula, really. But outside of that, then there's a strategy around all the customer journeys, and we're really looking, like, from the first point on our website, which is one of the reasons why we looked at a company like Rowe, to help us with that. But from the website to the telephone, to the arrival experience, to the touch in each point to departure, we really have looked at every single point to make sure that we're really looking after the customers in the right way.
Well, I can vouch for that as being a client from stay with you last night. Like, that certainly that resonated all the way through.
Good.
All the contacts. In terms then of your connection with Kilkenny City itself, I mean, it's a very vibrant city, loads of things to do. Is that something that you see as being part of what your offering can be in terms of the experience from the guests?
Yeah, like, we see ourselves as the champions of the Kilkenny experience. So we would love, when people think Kilkenny, they think of the Pembroke. So we become, that Kilkenny starts here in people's minds. And we're very proud of our own heritage here. So there was great heritage on this site for about 80 years. There was a Ford dealership, which was a massive a local employer. They had great innovation. They done things like they raced racing cars in the 30s. And we actually have the racing car. And they had the garage was called Statham's, and we kept the name, as a nod to what they did and the fabric that they left. So we're very proud of that. So some hotels are very nice, but sometimes they're lacking a bit of history. So we have our own history on this site. So we celebrate that, and we're just so proud of Kilkenny. We want to promote the best of it.
Well, I can understand why you would be proud of it. It's a fantastic city.
Yeah.
Great spot. Talking about the suites then, because you've just opened them.
Yep.
I think you opened them just a couple of days ago. And I know that you were saying there's at least a 2 to 3 year work involved in getting those suites, and it was a brand new floor, a new build. And I know I was here myself a year ago, and it was a building site, and I said they're never going to make anything out of this.
Yeah.
But we walked through most of the suites today as part of the video shoot, and I have to say, amazing. So
Thanks.
I think that's going to be a huge opportunity for you guys to elevate your product up into that space. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we were already, I think, punching above our weight for a small independent boutique hotel. We've been number one in TripAdvisor for the whole region for a number of years now. So we were already doing well, but I suppose our vision here is to build an iconic hotel where guests love to stay and where people love to work. So that's a lofty vision. So in order to fulfill that, we needed to be moving forward. So we had this attic space. It was always in planning to build this floor of suites. And what's unique about each of these rooms is that they all have a unique view of Kilkenny that no one's ever seen before. Like just to our right here, and you look out, like you're touching Kilkenny Castle. And then if you look ahead, that's over the medieval mile, which is Ireland's medieval mile, from St. Mary's Cathedral to St. Canice Cathedral. You can see it all. So I think it's actually great for Kilkenny, it's great for the region, and it's obviously great for ourselves that we can now have a product that takes us into that kind of 5-star luxury market. It's not a market where we're very happy with 4-star plus, that high 4-star. But again, I think this just takes it on a new level for us. So it's great to be able to bring this product to market, which we're not launching until next year properly. So we're going to have a soft launch over the next number of months. And so we're looking forward to it.
Okay, well, best of luck. I think
Thank
you'll do very well with them. We're very impressed with them, and I think your customers will be as well. Also, Paul, one of the things that struck me as we were walking around, particularly the suites, was the amount of artwork that was on display. And you mentioned also in the carpet design that it actually reflects the layout of the streets of Kilkenny.
Yeah.
So that's a very innovative idea, and also brings that connection that you talked about, that is the history and your connection into Kilkenny City. So, yeah.
No, absolutely. Like practically everything on this floor celebrates Kilkenny. Like from when you walk out of the lift first, you're met by 2 commissioned art pieces from a local artist called Roger O'Reilly. So he went up onto a roof and he basically painted everything you can see straight ahead of the hotel, which is out over the medieval mile, and then to the right, which is over Kilkenny Castle and Butler Gardens. So that kind of sets the scene from when you get onto this floor. And if you look down, there's a specially commissioned carpet, which it's a visual representation of a map of Kilkenny and our location on it. So, and then as you get to your room, like you're met by like European oak, which has been handcrafted by local joiners in Kilkenny. And then inside in the room, we've got art curated by the Butler Gallery. So we worked with Anna O'Sullivan there. So she handpicked some pieces from the Butler Gallery, and we have those in every single bedroom here. And then just behind us, this is again, it's a visualization from Roger O'Reilly, who painted this for us. So we commissioned this, and again, it's about the river and the castle gardens. And it's I know it's a contemporary view. People might have I think anyone has a view on art, but everything here is just celebrating Kilkenny. So I think those little nods to the heritage, I think they go a long way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's good. It also hides the connecting door between this suite and the next suite.
Yes.
So it slides over, yeah.
Yeah. We've designed this whole floor that it can be one room if needed, but each room is securely. Each room is secure with these art pieces here, and there's doors in between which are locked but can be easily opened up, and the whole room becomes one big room. So if you know any like Bruce Springsteen kind of people and they want to explore rooms in Kilkenny, let us know.
Okay, we'll do. Yeah, absolutely.
When we got clear on our vision, when we realised we needed to take this hotel to the next level, we needed to obviously look at each customer touch point, and the website being one of our main sources of revenue for the hotel. It was always good and we were always growing, but I think we needed to level up. and that's when we got introduced to Arrow. And I suppose we had a bit of a to and fro about whether we were going to make the move, but it became clear for me very, very quickly of some of the problems you were going to solve for me, which was one, transparency around campaigns, which was a big thing for me because as a GM, I'm busy and I kind of only want to touch in on the right things at the right time. So for me, getting really clear on the campaigns that were going to touch the customers that were actually going to really value our product was important to me. And your team made it clear that that was going to be seamless, and the results speak for themselves, to be fair. So our website now, from the moment you come on, it loads up really quickly. They get the information they want. They can get onto the booking engine. They can make a booking. And I suppose that whole process is seamless. And then from my point of view, as a general manager, I have a really simple dashboard for me that you've given me. So I can see the campaigns, I can see the performance. It's all really transparent. And for me then, that gives me the opportunity to touch in the right moments of time with my team and also your team, just to see how I can be more useful.
In terms then of your understanding about, say, because again you talked about the vision you have and how you want to future-proof your strategy and develop that vision out. Do you feel then that Arrow are a good partner that's going to work with you through that journey?
Well, the best metric on that for me is our now under-reliance on third parties. You know, we had a massive reliance on third parties and they were always our biggest channel up until we started working with Arrow. Now, consistently, every month, Arrow's our top channel. So that's the proof for me. So it's ultimately about driving traffic to our own website. It's about converting those people into loyal customers. And that's how we build our proper brand here. And the more we use third parties, the more we don't know who the customer is, we can't retarget them. So now we're building our database of people who want to be here, and we can then again turn them into loyal customers. That's ultimately really the strategy from us. Do
you find, Paul, just as a question on it, is that do you find that, say, the customer that books through an OTA versus a customer that would book directly with your own website, do you feel that the customers who book through your own website have a better experience of the hotel? They're looking for more of what you have to offer?
I suppose it's hard to answer that one totally. I do feel though with the advancements we made with our new website that your team have made for us, we now have specific landing pages. We're targeting information to customers. So for instance, if they want more information on our restaurant, we're able to give them that better with more visuals, and we're working on better video. I suppose that's the next phase of this for us. So I think they can engage better with the different types of products that we have and different services. Whereas in the third parties, they're just getting some generic information. They don't really care. You know, if you're booking through a third party, you're not really caring about the brand, the people, the product. That's kind of secondary to you. So I believe for us then is getting the customers that are going to become loyal. That's really the opportunity for us. For me, there's one metric. It's the bookings on our website. And every month, without fail, Arrow's number one. Like for me, that's, you know, when I want to manage the hotel from a beach somewhere and I'm going to check in on some metrics, that's the one for me. And when I see Booking.com or Expedia and they're leading, then I know there's a problem. And then I need to ask questions. But it's going expertly for us so far.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Paul. It's been a pleasure to have this conversation with you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.